Hello, hello,
You're audible. Hello.
hello.
Yeah. Hi, Akshay.
Hi.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible.
Okay. Okay, Rohit sir, I'll take it from you. Yeah, Akshay. So let's start with the brief introduction, your professional introduction. Start from the beginning and then end with your current engagements.
Okay. I have the 10.2 years of experience as the full stack developer and 3 years of experience as the tech architect. So far, I have worked on 3 domains: banking, SaaS, and e-commerce. And my last project is the company's own product called Incido Pay. It is the payment platform, and our client is US Bank and Citibank. It has this product with.
Start from the beginning. The first company and the first domain, first technology stack, then the next, and the next, and then current.
Okay, sure.
So I'll have a better idea about overall your professional background. That's why.
Sure. Okay. So, my first company is basically HCL Technologies, and there I have worked on Deutsche Bank. So, it was the banking application. So, I was involved in one of the module of maintaining their project to fix bugs and adding new features in backend, and interacted with the clients of Germany back and forth to deliver their tasks. I use technologies like Java and Spring Boot there.
Okay.
And so there I was basically the software engineer, my profile was. So I was
Okay.
being
Then
the, yeah, of course. Then after that, I joined one startup company called Ramanan Corporation, and there they have their own product, Aspire Amaze Studio, and it was the SaaS product. So, basically, that product basically was the, you can think of it like the competitor of Wix.com. So basically, through this product, we can basically the design the UI part of any web application or any mobile application without writing a single line of code. Okay, and basically you can use Amaze Studio to quickly create beautiful website or app without writing any code for any platform from mobiles to even TVs. So basically, when you hit the code generate button, so it will automatically generate the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript code. So there I have used technologies like so basically I am not only the Java developer. I have also worked on basically Node.js. I have also worked on Mern Stack also. So there I have worked on Mern Stack there, MongoDB, React, Express. So the product was made in Mern Stack. So
okay.
I did the front end and back end part both. So yeah, and after that I joined Nagaro company. So
Nagaro
Nagaro in 2019 I joined
when
2019.
19. Okay.
Yeah. Then there I have worked on for our client Amway. Client name is Amway. So it was the e-commerce product. So I was involved in uh, my role is basically of the maintenance type. So basically they have already uh, their inbuilt project already. So I added some new features and some uh, fixed the bugs whatever came in production. and I interacted with the clients of Japan also. Okay, so here
What was the tech stack there?
Java, Java, Spring Boot, and React.
Okay.
Okay, so and I also handled the team also. There I was tech lead also, and
Okay.
after that, so basically I have joined Insido company. So there I worked on banking domain. Our client was US Bank and Citibank, and so basically here I have used technologies like Java, microservices, uh, React, and I made the APIs, backend APIs according to our US Bank requirements. I made the front end part in React from scratch. I maintained the project and fixed the bugs whatever came in production. I integrated payment options like PayPal, ACH deposit, and Zelle. So here I was the tech lead and also I was a tech architect. I have designed the web application also there. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, uh, if we see the front end, you have worked on mostly you have worked on React, Angular. By any chance, have you ever got chance?
Sorry, no, no,
Hello.
no. Basically, I have only worked on React, not on Angular.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Ah, also, uh, do you have any exposure or the hands-on experience with Dockers?
Yes.
Yes, in the sense how? Can you just give me a brief?
Basically, in the last project, basically we have used Docker for hosting our project, and that Docker image is deployed on AWS servers on EC2 instance service we have used, and I have used Kubernetes also on Docker. Yeah.
Okay. So, what is etcd?
What is etcd?
You, yeah, you
Uh,
said that you have worked on Kubernetes.
yeah. Etcd. Hmm.
Okay, so what are pods? You know,
What are pods?
pods.
Uh, I don't know.
So Kubernetes, how can you work on Kubernetes when you don't know pod? I mean, those are the most essential entities in Kubernetes. Okay, so let's get in. So you said that you, from past 3 years, you have been working as a technical architect here in CEDO,
Yes.
right? Okay. So by any chance, you have any opportunity to create a project from scratch in the sense we have architected something. Since you are
Yes.
an architect working, okay. So just tell me about what was it quickly. You can tell me about what was it. How did you go about it? Like before architecting a thing or maybe a software or a product based on certain requirements, you have to at least think and consider certain things before before going into the architecture and the thought process that okay, this is the requirement, so this is how I'm going to give solution to it. That's what I just wanted to know.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Basically, first I have talked with the business analyst, and basically,
In which company this happened? NCDO? Okay,
yes,
of course NCDO because
yes.
yeah.
So basically, first, basically, I have talked with business analyst person. So basically, business analyst person basically directly talks with the client. Okay.
Yeah.
So first, we have to understand the requirements of US bank. Okay.
Okay.
So basically the business analyst person uh, convert those requirements into stories, and
Okay.
basically write those stories on Jira software. Okay.
Okay.
So basically I basically uh, try to understand the stories which are written by the business analyst on Jira, and try to understand the how can I convert those stories into a high level design first. So
So you do not have you ever worked on SRS?
soft
From
SRS,
BA directly, story directly, there's no SRS in between.
no, basically in Pay they don't have.
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. That,
yeah, so basically SRS, so basically I have heard its name basically first time. So basically, so I think
you have heard this term first time.
no, software requirement specification I know it. I have learned it in BTech. So but I have never listened this word in the corporate.
Oh,
Yeah.
is
So
that okay?
yeah, so
Okay, yeah, you go
that's
ahead.
why I'm just
So you
surprised.
have all the user stories.
Sir, yeah.
You have all the stories. I think you will go one by one on the user stories,
Yeah.
and
So
then you
yeah,
will do.
yeah, yes. So basically, then I try to find the effort estimation. How much effort will it take for the team to complete, to basically embed the service in our product?
Before the architecture.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's basically based on intuition. It's
Okay.
basically on intuition.
Then. Mhm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
so
You
basically,
gave the
these are things
story
are
points and all, and
so basically these things are basically circulating in parallel in the mind. Okay. So
okay.
now first I should have the API gateway for authentication and authorization I need. Okay. So for our customers, there should be sign up and sign in functionality when they initially interact with the web application. So they should have. So API gateway should be there, and then there should be the service discovery and registry service should also be there, that has all the IP addresses of all the microservices which are to be used by the customer.
So how did you do service discovery?
How service discovery?
Mhm.
So
How did you do service discovery? Look here in the camera.
yeah, right. So service discovery.
How did you do it?
Uh,
Since it's part of the architecture, you have architected that, so of course it must be,
yes, yes, of
you must
course.
have done it.
Yes, yes, I have implemented and I should know it. Yes. Uh,
And by the way, okay, that's fine. So what was the API gateway you used and why?
uh, yeah, basically, I used Edureka for service discovery.
Edureka.
Yeah,
Edureka.
yes.
What is Edureka?
Edureka is the software, is a tool which is used for implementing service discovery and registry.
Edureka. Okay, I never heard of Edureka as a tool for service discovery. I know Edureka as a platform, a learning platform. Edureka, we go there and we learn things and we apply for
No,
courses and all.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
Edureka.
There is a company also,
What
but
was
yes, yes, you are right.
okay? What was the API gateway you used?
For API gateway,
Okay, after API gateway, you have this service discovery. Then
uh, then basically the client service and consumer service and bank service. So these are three microservices uh, should be there, and these three microservices are interconnected with each other. These three microservices should be interconnected with each other,
how
and
they are interconnected in the sense they were talking to each other.
yes, yes, for some information, yeah, for
How? What
basically,
did you do?
yeah, basically, okay. So basically the requirement is like this. uh, so we have the,
No,
yeah,
leave the requirement. There are three services and they are interconnected. So how they were communicating with each other?
using
Microservices
using Kafka.
using Kafka.
Yes,
Why did you use Kafka?
because Kafka is the streaming platform, and
No, just for communication you use Kafka, or Kafka was there, so you used it for communication also between microservices.
basically for intercommunication I have used Kafka, and
Just for communicating between three microservices, you have introduced a whole bunch like Kafka in the system.
no, not just only this requirement. So basically there is one requirement also. So basically we have the huge data. So for when we have the huge data, so we have to go for Kafka. That's why.
Huge data. So what Kafka will do and what these three microservices were.
Okay, so
Tell
basic.
me
Okay, so basically, Kafka uh, has the topic. So basically, topic contains the basically stores
So
the
first tell me these three microservices, then we'll come to Kafka. So three microservices were there. What were they?
what are they? Yes, yes.
What were they? What
Yeah, yeah,
one
yeah.
first describe one microservice and then
Okay, sure. So first is bank service. So basically, bank service has the no bank service. Yes, yes, it's a bank service. So bank service has the uh, all the information. What are the employees in the US bank? Okay, so it has the all the like it had tables like uh,
what
employees
was the database? You
MySQL.
said tables, so
My
you fetched MySQL.
We used MySQL database. Yeah.
Do you
Okay.
know what is inner join
Yes.
in MySQL? So what is inner join?
Inner join is basically used for when we have to extract the data from more than one table, and 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 more than one table has some common columns also. Okay, so then we used inner join when we have to extract data from multiple tables having some common columns. Yeah.
Is that okay? So all these microservices were Spring Boot, right?
So basically the common data. See, the common data is basically among more than one table is basically extracted using inner join common data.
Okay, so these were Spring Boot based microservices, right?
Yes.
So, do you know what are actuators?
Yeah, yes. So actuator is basically used for uh, monitoring the uh, Spring Boot application, basically what is happening internally. So for that actually, so for that actuator helps us for internal monitoring of the Spring Boot application.
Okay, and have you heard of dependency injection in Spring Boot?
Yes,
Like
I
overall in Spring Framework.
yes. So basically, it is the concept in Spring application, dependency injection.
So, what?
What is this? So basically, when we install some dependencies, so that means dependency injection. Suppose dependency means if we want some libraries uh, to be used in our application, then that means dependency injection. Yeah.
Okay, have you worked? So, I mean, you define scopes, right? When you do the dependency injection, you define scope, like bean scopes.
Like
How many types, like what kind of bean scopes? Yeah,
what type of beans scope?
bean scope, yeah.
Okay,
Because when you do dependency injection, you have this bean scopes in place, right? Bean scope. So, what
beans.
types of bean scope do you normally do we use?
Uh, Basically, it has four types of beans scope, and okay, so one is auto configuration, uh, other one is actuator, and third one is testing and debugging, and the fourth one,
Uh, uh, I don't.
yeah, what?
Okay, have you used? Okay, let's come to design. So architecture. Okay, design wise, we all know that the very basic design pattern, MV. So after MVC, have you worked on MVC by the way?
Yes,
Any other design pattern have you used other than MVC?
other than MVC, design patterns. Yes, singleton design pattern I have used.
Not like the structuring of the whole system. Its design pattern is not related to Java, like you have singleton factory and all. I'm not talking about that. I'm
Micro,
talking about the whole
mic,
design itself.
microservices design pattern you are asking, I think. like
Tell me.
like saga pattern, CQRS pattern, uh, something like this.
Have you ever heard of MVVM
MVBM,
or
uh,
MVVC?
MVVC. Yes, I have heard its name. Yes.
So what are this?
So
Okay, okay, you haven't worked on this, so I won't ask. If you know about it, just tell me. Otherwise, tell me about MVC. What are those?
okay, so I tell you about MVC, model view controller. So basically, when we uh, when we do the high level design of our web application, so we just
So what do you put? Answer me like this: what do you put in model and what do you put in view and the controller?
okay, sure. Yeah, basically a model contains the database files, okay, and view contains the UI files like React files, React.js files, and controller is having the our business logic code of Java. Yes,
Do you know there are controllers like REST controller?
yes,
So what is the difference between REST controller and a controller?
Yeah, these are annotations. At the rate rest controller, at the rate
What
controller.
is the difference? You have, yes, you have
Yeah,
this
oh,
annotation called REST controller, and another annotation is controller.
okay. So basically, at the rate
What are those?
at the rate rest controller annotation is used for when we are making REST APIs, like get, put, post, delete. When we are making APIs, so we will use REST controller, and at the rate controller is like the parent, is the parent of REST controller. So we have to embed these two annotations in our web application whenever we make. So these are acting like a parent child. Yeah.
You know, so then how this REST controller, what it returns, by the way, REST controller?
What
REST controller, it what type of data it returns automatically when it returns
no, it basically,
REST controller?
it does not anything return. It is the metadata. So basically it has some codes, APIs, which it provides when we use when we make REST APIs. Yeah.
Because REST controllers, they automatically return the data when you uh, give. They can do that automatically in JSON, but controller doesn't. You cannot have a controller returning automatically a JSON.
Okay.
How does it do? Can you tell me something about Java memory model?
Java memory model. So
Yeah.
basically Java has the JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So and it has the garbage collector. So whenever any memory leakage happens, so garbage collector is basically the thread which is internally uh, running whenever we execute our Java application. So it basically this is it basically cleans the memory space.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. Hello, yes, are you able to hear me?
Hello.
Yes, hello, are you able?
Hello. Your voice is.
My voice is now clear.
Mm, no, I'm not able to hear you. It's breaking in between. Even your, yeah, even your video is paused. Paused in the sense it's frozen.
Okay, 1 minute. Now it, oh, internet issues, poor internet quality is, that's why. So now just 1 minute, just 1 minute. Now it is clear. Hello.
No, your voice is there, but your video is frozen.
Okay, so so can I again join?
Turn on and off camera again. Yeah, just off
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Turn off and on camera. That's it.
now is it clear?
Yeah,
Okay.
the internet is very
Yes,
slow,
yes.
but it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Basically
From your side.
from my side, the internet is a little bit slow. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Yeah. So so your question
Okay,
was,
so have you worked on Java? Yeah,
yeah. What is your question?
I was asking about Java memory model.
Java memory model basically
There are relationships like, happens after, happens before.
happens after, happens before. So basically, Java has the heap memory, and heap memory stores the whatever objects we create or whatever strings we make. So basically, all these things are stored in heap area of the of our RAM. Okay. Uh, yeah. Thank you.
And what are threads in Java?
Threads are nothing but the Java code, uh, Java code, and Java code or Java program, and
That's it.
no, no,
So
which
they don't have distinctive properties.
yes, 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 yes. So basically, if we want to make a thread, there are two ways. Either we can implement the runnable interface, or we can make the object of thread class, and it has inbuilt function called run.
What is the difference between process? You can create a process also in Java, right?
Yes.
So what is the difference between a thread and a process?
What is the difference between
Specifically in Java,
thread and process?
specifically in the context of Java.
Okay. So process is a program which is executing. So basically, when some program is running, that means it is a process. And thread is
How does it get it? How it is represented in the memory? I mean, why? Okay, so you have suppose you have written a program Hello World. Okay, is this a process? Can you call this program a process?
it is running
No,
if there is a
there
program.
is a program
Okay,
which prints Hello World and comes out.
okay. So it is
Or maybe there's a program, okay, there's a program, it has a method, and that method adds two numbers, A, B. Whatever you give, it adds and comes out. Okay?
okay.
So when you run it, is it a process, by the way?
Yeah, yeah. So basically, when this program is running, for for
So what happens
for
when it is running?
so when it is running, it will be called process. Otherwise, it is a program.
So how it is running, how Java runs a program.
How Java runs the program? So basically, okay. So whenever we write program, so first we need Javac compiler, Java C. So Java C compiler basically converts the Java source code into bytecode. Bytecode is nothing but dot class file, and dot class file is basically is basically run by the JVM. So basically, then we use Java interpreter, Java, and we write in the terminal Java space uh, that class name which we want to run. So how happens in internally is that uh, the basically the Java launcher uh, with the help of JVM with the help of JVM calls the main method of our Java application. This is how the Java program runs in the background.
How it calls, I mean, okay, there are variables inside, there are many things. So how it calls, it takes your, how it knows that where is main method.
So basically, the
Have you ever heard of a constant pool? There's something called constant pool of a
constant pool.
program.
Uh, yes, I have heard its name, constant pool.
What is it?
Uh, Constant pool is basically it is a pool containing lots of processes.
No. Okay, let's move on. Can you share your screen?
Yes,
Yeah, just open any editor of your choice, online or whatever.
yes.
Yeah, can you just You know about solid principle? Have you heard?
Yes.
So create a program which signifies or which demonstrate. Okay, what shall I ask then from solid? Okay, let's start with O. What is O by the way in solid?
What is O?
O in solid.
S stands for single responsibility principle. Uh, O.
I was just about to ask you to write like code just which shows O,
Okay.
just a basic
Yes.
10 lines of code which shows that okay, this is how O, what O is.
Hmm. Solid.
Okay, so can you write a program which finds loop in a singly linked list? You know linked list, right? A
Yes.
singly linked list. So can you write a program, a method? I'll give it the argument will be a singly linked list, and it will return if there's a loop in the linked list or not.
Okay. So the linked list should not have any cycle. Loop means
Yeah,
okay.
I have another related question, but first you do this. What is the logic? You first tell me, and then you do code.
Okay. So we will use here the inbuilt library of linked list, and
Okay.
I will make its object, and I will just insert the data in the linked list.
Not data. I'll give you the list itself. The argument is a list.
Okay.
You have to just return yes or no. There is a cycle in the singly linked list or
Okay.
not.
Okay. 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 So basically, yeah. Just 1 minute.
You tell me, write it here itself.
Okay. 1 minute.
Open paint and draw it here itself if you are doing
Yeah. Basically,
on paper. Hello.
yeah. Just 1 minute. So basically, here I have the linked list.
Your
Okay.
your
So
your video is frozen. Your video is frozen.
okay. 1 minute.
Turn on and off your video.
Now it is clear. Now it is clear.
No. Yeah.
Okay. So here I have 1 minute.
Tell me.
Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute.
Tell me the logic. Don't write it. Yeah. Don't show because it's very the quality is not good, so I can't see anything.
So basically, we have one node, and our first node is having the data 10, suppose, and it has the address of the next node, suppose 200.
Yeah.
Okay. And the
Yeah.
second node has the address of 300 of their next neighbor node. Okay.
Yeah.
And suppose my last node has the address of the its previous node. Okay, so
Not previous, it can be anything.
yes, 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 yeah, 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 sure. It can be
So
any.
I'm not supposing it. You cannot suppose it. It okay. There's a list I'm giving you. Then, if you are iterating through that list, then take the list. The list is of 5 lakh people. One list, one node of that list contains a profile of person, and there are 5 lakh different person, and it is stored in a linked list. And there is somewhere there is a loop. Like it might be that there is no last node.
Okay, so basically any node,
A loop, and
any.
there will be a last. If any node can point into any example, 4,50,037th node can point back to the third node. It will create a cycle.
Yes.
Yeah. So tell me, think and tell me the logic.
So basically we use here hash map. So in hash, are you able to hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So here we will use hash map. In hash map, we will store the basically the address with its count value. Okay. So basically the address of the node
So
with
you will have a hash map of. So you will be having a hash map of 5 million people. So address of 5 million different nodes with their indexes.
mm, I think we should not go
Is it?
for. I think we should not go for hash map in that case. We should understand some
Then
other. Yeah,
tell me
testers.
the code logic you are thinking of. Any
Oh,
other data, that's fine. You stored it some in some data. Let's call it some data structure. So you
oh,
have stored it. Then what is your core logic? How you will find it? That there is a loop.
yeah, I got it. Yeah, if any node
Hmm.
contains the address either of its own or the address of any previous nodes, then it will have the cycle.
That's what I told you. This is the problem. How will you find it that it actually contains? This is the problem. This is the question I asked you, that if a node contains an address of itself or any previous node, there will be a cycle. So you have to detect it. So how will you do it? That's the
Okay.
question.
Okay. Okay. So basically, okay.
Okay, let's maybe you can try a different question. Okay, so there's another question, and we have a few minutes left. So there's another question. Listen to it. Have you ever used Excel,
Yes.
Excel or numbers, whatever? So uh, in Excel or numbers, you have columns, right? The names of the columns are not one, two, three. If you give, it is based on the alphabets. It is based on letters, right? A, B,
Yes.
C, D.
Yes.
And when it reaches Z, Z, what is the next column?
Mm,
Hello?
okay.
When
Uh,
the column reaches Z, what is the next column?
Sorry, I have not used MS Excel for a long time.
See, open Excel or numbers. Okay, then Excel. Numbers, sorry. Have you
I
used numbers?
numbers. No.
That you are on Mac, so maybe not. Okay, so Excel.
Just 1 minute. Excel is not here. It has Libra.
Excel, man. I mean, yeah, Libre. Okay, open Libre. Okay, open Libre Office. Slow. Or shall I send you? Okay, so let me tell you.
It
I'll tell
is
you.
it is
So it
not
is,
not
but
opening.
this you know, I don't know why it's not opening. No problem. So first column is A, second is B, C, D. That you know, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. When it reaches Z, the next column is AA, right? AB, AC,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. So write a program, write a program in Java. You can use all the inbuilt functionality of Java, and I'll give you the number, and you give me the function will return the column name. For example, if I pass 2, you will return B. If I pass 3, the column number, the name of the column is what? C, right? Because it starts with A, B, C, D. And if I pass 26, it will return what?
Z.
Z. And if I pass 27, it will return
AA.
double A, A, and A, B, A, C like that. So if I can pass any number, it should return the column name. So I can pass like 2700, and there has to be some name of this column in Excel. So that's how it should return. Just write the logic. Share your okay. Screen is shared. Open that Java editor thing and write logic. Your
Okay.
code need not be like okay, like running or what, but it at least it has to be compilable, or at least to some degree it has to look like a code.
Okay.
I'm fine if it is not running and all. That will take time. But the core logic I'm interested in.
Okay.
There's no ambiguity in the question. You got the question right?
Yes. Yes. I got.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm pausing. Once you're done, tell me.
Sure.
So let me know what you are thinking. What is your approach you are thinking on?
Uh, Basically, one approach I have in mind, basically. So we can use hash map, and in hash map we should manually store uh, the values, like 1 colon A, 2 colon B, uh,
Okay,
3 colon C.
till Z, till Z.
Yes.
Okay, so 26. Okay, then
So basically, this logic is somehow like the how the binary numbers uh, are written in the continuous way, like 0001. 1 second.
sorry, I was speaking on mute. Whatever it is, the logic, but you have to write something here. It's just blank. So maybe we can have an example and can run through that logic. Even if it's a pseudocode, it's fine. But there has to be something on the screen so that I can get the logic.
Okay.
No, declare, write the core logic, sir. It is suppose declared and you have a variable which contains A to Z. Name that variable something like anything like alphabet. It's fine. I got it. A to Z. Okay. A1 A to B and then now gives 26 Z. That's it. We will get it. Yeah. Now next, the of argument of that function is an integer, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 200, 500, whatever.
So basically, the maximum limit you have set 2000. Oh,
Any number, infinite, like 1 million. I'll give you 1 million. You give me what is the number. What is the name of the column? 1 millionth column.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Once the logic is running, it's running. It will give you independent of the number. If you have any logic, tell me. If you do not have working logic in your head, then tell me. Because time is going, I have one last question to ask.
Okay. Yeah. You can ask me other question.
Okay, so the next question is, have you heard? By the way, what kind of web servers you have used in your projects?
HTTP server.
HTTP server that is not even used in production, and the GitHub repo says that we should not use HTTP server. If you're
HTTPS.
talking about
HTTPS server.
no web server, I'm asking which kind of web server you have used in your projects. I'm not talking about generic. I'm talking about the actual web server which you have worked on.
AWS servers. EC2 instance.
Uh, that is compute. EC2 instead is a compute machine, right? You basically it's a virtual machine you have been given, and with maybe Windows or Linux or whatever. I'm talking about web server. When you create where do you create API?
Uh, Basically, in the backend, in the Spring Boot
What is backend? What is backend?
backend. Backend is the basically the code which runs on the server is called
On the okay, so what is
on
that
the
server? What makes that server is a computer, right? A machine,
yes,
isn't it?
yes.
What makes that thing is your laptop from where you are accessing that website, for example google.com. So is your laptop is also a machine? Is your laptop a server?
It is a client.
What makes that machine a server?
Yeah, yeah. Because it has lots of information, and we are accessing those information through web browser.
Even your machine has a lot of information.
Yes, yes.
So does that makes it a server?
The server is that computer that serves the client with its
How it
information
serves?
through IP address.
So okay. For example, you have worked in React. You have a UI in React, and there are few buttons. One button will fire an API. Second one will fire another API. Okay,
Okay.
how it fires an API? I click that button.
Hmm.
Okay, that button is maybe delete something.
Hmm.
Okay, there is a record. Okay, there is a list, and you have records, the person names and profile, and at the end of the list you have buttons like delete, edit, whatever. So when you press delete
Hmm.
and you want to delete it, what happens? How will you delete that record? There is a record on UI, a list. It shows name, address, whatever number of flats you own, and his salary, ABCD, and the last it shows delete, edit. Okay, and someone has come and he presses delete.
Hmm.
So what will happen?
So the record will be deleted when we
How
hit.
it will be deleted? What will happen? Give me a step by step process.
So basically, the particular uh, API will be hit, and particular delete operation containing the basically,
Where? Okay, API. So when you click on delete,
yeah,
this event is it an event? It
yes, it is an event, and
who will get this event?
uh, this event basically there is a function written like document.get element by id dot add event listener on click, and in its callback,
Yes.
and
Okay.
in it,
On click. Okay.
and on click
So where?
callback there is a fetch request. Fetch function is called, which is hitting the uh, the particular IP address, what data it has to be performed, like delete operation. Okay.
No, that's what this delete operation. How will it be like? How React comes into the picture in this delete operation, and how then again when you reload the page, that record will not be there. It will be deleted.
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. So basically, first the data will be deleted from database, which is which is on the server
Where
side.
is the database? Where is the database?
Database basically is running on particular server, and our
What is a server?
server computer is a computer uh,
Yes.
is a computer on which there
So
are
does so does your machine. There are
what.
yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. So from your browser, you are accessing that application. You have hit delete.
Yes.
Tell me step by step what will happen, how that data
Give me
will be
2 minutes.
deleted, and
give
when
give
you
me
reload the
two
page,
minutes
reload it won't be there.
Give me 2 minutes. I just
Yeah.
came back.
Yes, Akshay.
Yes. Yeah. So basically, when the on UI side somebody delete the particular thing, so what happens is that the so basically there is a code written in the React application, like document.get element by ID, uh, something like this. On click listener is there, and in that on click listener there is a callback function, and in that callback function we are basically hitting the backend API and of for delete operation, and then that
Okay,
API.
wait. Hitting the in callback function, you are hitting the backend API.
Yes.
So what is that backend API? How does it look like? For
uh,
example, in general.
Domain name, it has domain name,
Okay.
and then
Yes.
it has its the query parameters, let's say.
Okay. So there will be a delete API.
Yes. So basically that
What
contains.
happens when you okay? So hitting means what? Like okay, this is the API. Then what will you do with this API?
So basically it just hits the server. Okay. So basically on the server side
Then what will happen?
on the
Yeah.
ser- on the server side there is a code written, like suppose uh, app.get, app.delete, something like this, let's say. Okay. Then then so basically that is listening, there the listeners are there. So when they hit that API, so that particular API listen, so it just activated that particular route, basically slash route, and then its function, whatever code we written in that route, basically we have written the MySQL query, MySQL query like delete from table where uh, where
Hello.
hello, yes, am I audible?
Okay, got it, got it. So your voice is again breaking. Your video is frozen. Hello.
Yeah, 1 minute. Now it is clear.
Yeah, now it's clear. Okay, so have you heard of something like Tomcat or Nginx?
Yes, these are the servers.
What are they?
These are the servers for our RESTful
These
APIs.
are web, these are web server applications,
Okay,
right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, these are server. That's what I was asking. Have what server have you used? Have
okay,
you used Nginx or
okay, okay, okay,
Tomcat or whatever?
okay. So basically,
Basically,
Tomcat server is inbuilt in uh, basically Spring Boot. For Spring Boot, they have the inbuilt server.
whatever. That's fine if it is in inbuilt or wherever it is.
Yeah,
That's what makes a computer a server. Even your laptop can be a server. Just write a server.
yeah.
So I just wanted to ask what is the reverse proxy?
What is reverse proxy?
Yeah, this is my last question. That's why I asked you about server, just to ask reverse proxy, but it has taken some other turn.
Uh, Basically, if I say about proxy, that means the origin. We are not. If we are hitting the particular service with an API, then originally it is basically hidden by some other server. That's meaning proxy.
How do you configure it? I mean, there are many things like a proxy can be, but how do you configure in Tomcat maybe or in Nginx, whatever web server you have used? Proxy or okay, first tell me reverse proxy, then we'll go to
For reverse proxy, I don't know.
okay. Have you used or it's not a question, it's just like I just wanted to know whether you have experience with CI/CD pipelines, Jenkins, automated uh, building stuff.
What is the question?
Hello.
What is the question?
That's what I was asking. Have
Yeah,
you
it's
have
Jenkins.
experience,
Jenkins.
hands-on experience in CI creating CI/CD
Yes,
pipelines and like automated building?
yes, Jenkins I have used.
How many how many years of experience do you have in CI/CD creating CI/CD pipelines for a project like end to end? Of course, Jenkins is a part of it.
3 years.
So for 3 years you have done. So how do we do this CI/CD pipeline? What
Yeah,
are the basic?
yeah. We have to install the plugins on Jenkins website, like Maven. Maven we use for building our Java project.
Not
Uh,
only Jenkins, start from the starting.
Start from
What is a CI/CD pipeline in
continu-
reality like what
continuous
production environments?
continuous integration and continuous testing, continuous
So how
deployments.
do we do it?
Deployment. So basically, certain operations in web applications are which we have to manually do, but with the help of CI/CD pipeline, they provides us automation. So basically, we write the commands whatever we want to run uh, on their portals, and they execute those commands on our behalf. Okay, so so basically,
How
so
do how for 3 years? How have you worked? How have you used this pipeline? You tell me. It's not how it is done. How you have done. Describe it for you. You have written a code.
yes,
Then
I have written the code and pushed the code on GitHub, and
GitHub. You have used GitHub. Your company uses GitHub.
yes, private repositories.
Okay.
They use GitHub, but they use private repositories.
Okay. Fine.
So when I push my code on GitHub, then with the help of, so basically, I go to the Jenkins website and first install the plugins whatever they want, like Maven. Maven is used for building our Java project, uh, and Maven, GitHub plugin is also required, so that our GitHub code just go to the Jenkins server for building for build processes. So this is how. And basically on the Jenkins website, I have written some Java commands, what I want, what I want to execute.
This
So
is how this is how a CI/CD pipeline works in a production environment.
for production environment, so yes. So basically, as soon as I just push my code on GitHub, so automatically, continuously, it just built my Java project. So that's why it is called CI/CD, continuous integration. So we uh, get the error or success notification on my GitHub account, on my, sorry, on email ID. I I get the notifications of all my build processes, whatever happening in automation. That's it. This
That's it.
yeah.
No, you have to revisit it again then. I mean, this is whatever you said, this is a small part of this whole pipeline. Many things happen. You can't just have like everything in production just by this, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. It is 1 hour 30 minutes. Thank you for your time, Akshay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.